Hello, viewers. Welcome to Lawyer Salad's weekly live stream series. I am Sunday Adaji. This week, I am bringing to you the topic Water and Sanitation as Prisoners' Rights. Water and Sanitation as Prisoners' Right. Just 3 days ago, that is on Tuesday, 19th of November 2019, we celebrated the World Toilet Day. The essence of the World Toilet Day is to encourage waste disposal and enhance sanitation. Statistics show that poor sanitation triggers transmissions of various forms of diseases. Statistics also show that poor sanitation reduces human well-being and social and economic development. Statistics equally shows that 827,000 people in low and middle income countries die annually as a result of inadequate water sanitation each year. In view of these statistics, the importance of water and sanitation cannot be overemphasized. Water is one of the basic necessities of life. All living things depends on water for survival. One of the reasons we are alive today is because we have access to clean, sparkling water and sanitation. If there is not enough clean water, we will hardly be able to survive. And if we are surviving at all, we will be living in a bad state of health. In 2010, the United Nations General Assembly recognized access to safe and clean drinking water and sanitation as a human right. To this end, the United Nations General Assembly called for international efforts to help countries to provide safe, clean, and accessible and affordable drinking water and sanitation. Now, sanitation is the process of maintaining cleanliness and disposing waste. Sanitation has to do with the health of members of the public. The World Health Organization defines sanitation as the provision of facilities and services for the safe disposal of human urine and feces. The World Health Organization also states that sanitation is the maintenance of hygienic conditions through services such as garbage collection and waste disposal. Water and sanitation go hand in hand, and the overall objective is to provide a healthy living environment for everyone. The same thing goes for inmates living or serving prison terms in custodial centers in the country. Just as we are entitled to clean, sparkling water and sanitation, inmates serving prison terms at custodial centers are also entitled to same. So water and sanitation are essential in custodial centers for the survival of inmates it is worthy of note that custodial centers are built for human habitation, and as such, water and sanitation must be available for inmates at the centers. Now, there is every need for water to be made available at custodial centers. The rooms and living conditions of inmates at custodial centers should be also in order. The rooms should be properly ventilated. Their toilet facilities should be in order. The fact is, any place that population is increasing, human waste will also be increasing. The same thing goes for custodial centers. The same thing goes for custodial center. We are not aware of the prison condition in Nigeria. Our prisons, or call it our custodial centers, are overcrowded. There is not enough water and food for inmates. There is poor sanitation at the centers, and this continues to affect the health condition of inmates. Now, if there is any human rights organization in Nigeria that understands the plight of inmates in Nigerian prison, it is Lawyers Alert. Since its inception in 2002, Lawyers Alert has been carrying out series of activities, series of intervention on behalf of inmates in prisons, and as such, we are well conversant with the plight of prisoners in Nigerian correctional centers. Talk about advocacies, talk about applying and securing the bail of inmates, talk about providing free legal services, including free legal representation for inmates. Lawyers Alert has been deeply involved and is still deeply involved in these services. From our interaction with hundreds of inmates at various custodial centers, most of them, we can say that most of them went into prison hale and hearty. But by the time they complete their prison terms and came back into the society, they came back with one form of illness or the other. Some came back with skin infection, blindness, diarrhea, cholera, hepatitis A, malaria, typhoid, trachoma, anemia, malnutrition, HIV and AIDS, TB, and so many diseases you may never have come across the name. All these diseases are common in custodial centers, and they are easily transmitted from one person to another. If you are an inmate in a custodial center, the chances are you may be suffering from one form of disease or the other. This is due to the fact that there is not enough clean water, and there's not efficient waste disposal system at our custodial center. Granted, the federal government is making significant efforts aimed at improving condition of inmates at our custodial centers. Just 3 months ago, August 2019, the Nigerian Correctional Service Bill, a bill that is meant to replace the Nigerian Prisons Act, was passed into law by Nigeria's National Assembly. The content of the new legislation, no doubt, points to the fact that if this bill is being implemented, it will bring reforms and new lease of life to inmates in Nigerian prison. All said and done, there is still more to be done. The government is trying, the civil society organizations in Nigeria is trying the best they can to promote the rights of prisoners in prisons, and but then there is still much more to be done. The way out, the way forward is: one, the issue of water and sanitation should be taken very seriously in our custodial centers. Our custodial centers should be made habitable for inmates. If inmates are not safe, the society is not safe. The fact is that some of the inmates at custodial centers today will complete their prison terms one day and return back to the society. And one thing is sure: if they are coming back to the society, they will be coming back with one form of illness or the other. And since these illnesses, most of these illnesses are transmissible, communicable diseases, the fact is that they will be coming up with infections. They will be coming out, and every contact made with them will result in transmission. For this reason, it is very, very important that we should take the issue of water and sanitation in prison very, very seriously. Number two, government should build more houses and waste disposal facilities at all custodial centers. If need be, it is advisable that government should increase the budget allocation for the Nigerian Correctional Service so that they will be in a position to build more houses, more waste disposal facilities, more medical facilities, and all facilities that will be essential for the improvement of the living condition of inmates of Nigerian prisons. Number three, civil society organization should not rest on their oars. Yes, they have been doing all the best over the years to ensure that government improve the living condition of inmates. They have been doing the best over the years to ensure that we have an effective legislative framework that will cater for the rights of inmates, that will improve prison reform, that will bring about new lease of life for inmates in Nigerian prisons. But then, the civil society organization have more to do. For example, in the area of implementation, civil society need to carry on much more advocacies to ensure that law enforcement agents enforce this new legislation and to make sure that there is a new lease of life for inmates in Nigerian prisons. The fact is, if the prison conditions are improved, if there's new lease of life for Nigerian prisoners, for inmates, then definitely it will be translated to the society. Because what obtains in the civil society will translate back to the society. So the important thing to do is to improve the living conditions in the society. And finally, I will want to end my presentation by citing this quote. And this quote says, "Access to water and sanitation is a basic human right. No one, whatever their circumstances, should be forced to live in conditions where these are not made available." Thank you for giving us your undivided attention. If you have any question, suggestion, or comment, please feel free to express your view, and we assure you that we will respond accordingly. We assure you we will respond accordingly. And until next week, when we will be coming your way with another fresh topic, we say bye for now and have a great week ahead. Thank you.